Alright, getting laundry done. That's how we start today. Let's see. Wait, no. Okay. I never know how much I have to take of this, so I think I take way too much, but I just do whatever. I'm not a professional. And then we do 40 degrees. Alright. What is up, guys? Brand new day, or brand new night. It's already evening. I was working all day. Didn't really have time to film anything. That's kind of cool down here. You have McDonald's, you have a gas stop. It's kind of like inside, so when it's raining you can fuel up your car. Okay, most gas stations have a top anyways, but you get what I mean. I think it's kind of cool. The vlog from 2 days ago went like crazy. Got more than 1,000 views. Don't really know why. It's kind of random. But that's the thing with YouTube, you never know what video is gonna go perform well and what isn't, you know? Sometimes my favorite videos don't perform at all, but then the most random topic gets views on views. Yeah, kind of confusing. But we're getting closer, Got a couple of new subscribers. Almost been doing this vlog for 1 month now. So I think after a month I will do like a quick update and show you some analytics maybe. How much we achieved in the first month of daily vlogging or daily YouTube uploads. Guys, when I'm not posting a vlog, I think that happened once because, you know, that Saturday when we went to the ice in St. Moritz, it was just not possible to post a vlog. I tried everything in my power, but it just didn't work out. And on those days where I really don't have time to post a vlog, I just post a short. So I don't know if you've seen, just check out my shorts section on YouTube. I'm probably also gonna start posting Instagram reels, so just follow me on Well Dressed, Well Driven. I have never posted a reel on Instagram before. I don't even know how it works. I mean, I guess it's pretty simple, but I've just never done it, so it's new to me. Tesla almost rear-ended me. Glad that I'm filming. If he would have bumped into me, I could have had it on video. You know, and I think in the States, people drive around with dash cams. I don't know if that's the thing in Switzerland. Well, I've never had a dash cam or knew somebody that had one. But I think in the States it's quite common, or in Russia as well. I've seen, when I was younger, I always watched these Meanwhile in Russia videos. I don't know if you know that, I don't even know if that channel exists anymore. But it was like a channel showing how life was in Russia and like crazy things that happened in Russia. That was before the war happened. And there was always people with dash cams filming how cars just crash into each other for no reason, like super stupid stuff. And I used to find it so funny. I still think it's funny, but I haven't watched one of these videos in a while. Yeah, now I'm driving to work, but I think after work I'm gonna hit the gym because I haven't been in 3 days. I don't know if you saw that, but there was like an off-road Audi Q whatever, I don't really know what it is, but it's kind of like some concept car or some off-road builds Q8 or something. Kind of cool. You know what I've been thinking recently? I started liking the idea to get a Cabrio open top, because my whole life my opinion was that Cabrios are stupid because they just don't look as good and they're heavier and they're slower than the Coupes. But the thing is, what you don't get in the Coupe is the sound, because when you drive with the roof down, I mean, I'm not talking about the wind noise, I talk about the exhaust sound. Because very often with coupes, you don't hear the exhaust as much. Like, I mean, of course, if you put an exhaust on, it's gonna be louder, but I'm talking about stock exhaust, you know. Let's say, for example, a Porsche Boxster, you know. If you buy a Cayman, then the car sounds the same from the outside, but you don't hear as much from the outside because your car is like a capsule, you know, it's closed, even with the windows down. But if you have the Cabrio, there's nothing behind you, so in between your ears and the exhaust is basically nothing, and it makes a big difference. I've figured it out recently, and now I'm thinking, you know, because the Cabrios the Cabrios are cheaper. So for example, if I buy a 996, the Cabrios are quite a bit cheaper than the coupes. Also, if I would get like an M240i, for example, the Cabrio is like 2,000 or 3,000 francs less with like the same spec. So that got me thinking, well, actually I can have a worse looking car, but that doesn't really matter, because when I drive the car I'm not looking at it, and when it's parked I'm just gonna ignore the fact that it's a Cabrio. I'm just gonna pretend like it's a coupe. But I also get like a cheaper car that is also better for the experience of driving it. Well, I'm not sure about the wind noise. I think the wind noise is kind of annoying, and it sucks that Cabrios are heavier and slower. But if I get an M240i, for example, I could put on a software anyways and get like 600 horsepower, and then it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I've been thinking. Okay, finally done washing. Guys, what the I've been in the gym for like 2.5 hours now. Today, man, I was on phone calls in the gym. I couldn't focus on working out. Or I mean, I was working out, but I just did such an extended workout today, I destroyed it. I did like, I don't know, 50 reps or something, like 50 sets. Did shoulders and arms. Can't even hold my arm up anymore. I don't even know if today's vlog has any topic. Man, honestly, recently I've been struggling filming the vlog. I'm just working out in a gym or being with someone, or I don't even know. I don't know what to show you. But I want to keep going, but I guess there's just going to be periods where you get the daily vlog, but sometimes it's just not going to be much, you know. Also, often I have like ideas of what I want to talk about, but then I forget. You know, I record, you probably think I'm stupid, but I record these videos like throughout the day. So the clips that you see are sometimes like 12 hours apart from when I filmed first and when I filmed this clip now. And in those 12 hours, I don't know what I talked about in the morning. Maybe I just repeat myself, but I'm trying to cut it. I'm trying to cut the repeated stuff out. Tomorrow I might go to a concert, but I'm not sure if I should go because I'm gonna be the only guy there, because it's only girls, I think. And I have nobody who wants to come with me because nobody listens to the artist's music I want to go to. So I'm not sure what to do. Going to a concert alone, I love doing stuff alone, you know, traveling and stuff like that, but I think a concert is a very social event. And I feel like when you're with friends, you can just party way harder, because when you're alone, especially when you're alone as a guy in between 200 girls, it's kind of weird, you know, you feel a bit uncomfortable. Well, I do at least. And yeah, I think I'm not going, but I would love to go. I've seen clips from the concert she had today, And I'm like, man, you know, it would be cool, I guess. She's playing guitar and stuff like that, so I play guitar. I don't know if I didn't mention that before. I was always into music, but honestly I'm not good. I have kind of stopped playing, but I started a couple of years ago. But honestly I'm not good. Like I can't really play. But I just bought a guitar, and for a whole summer it was like my thing, you know. And I was even thinking about starting a YouTube channel on, like, you know, playing guitar, but I think it's good that I didn't do it, because honestly you cannot learn shimmy. Like, I don't even know, I can't even read notes. I just there's people that read notes, and there's people that just understand music. Like they hear a song and then they can play it. I'm one of those people. I can't read. I don't know what I don't even know what the things are called in English. Yeah, I'm not a professional. Also, that's the thing, that's a good topic. Like, I think in life you should be, like, there's people that are professional at one thing, they're really good at one thing, and there's generalists, people that are good at many different things, but they're not like super good at one thing, you know. They're not a specialist anywhere. I want to be a generalist, because I feel like, especially now with AI killing all our jobs, you know, today I watched a video, a guy explained that basically all the jobs you have to go to university for, those are the jobs that are going to be replaced by AI, like programming, you know, all that stuff with like law, and, you know, eventually also jobs like where you have to do something with your hands, you know, like, man, I don't know the English words. See, now my English is at its limit. I don't know the words for these jobs in English, but I think you know what I mean. Like plumbers, for example. Is it called plumbers? I don't know. Like the people that unclog your toilet, you know, for example. I think these kind of jobs are people that work with wood, or people that build houses, you know. Eventually these jobs can be replaced with robots. And people say it takes 10 to 15 years. I think honestly it might take way less than that, because always we think, yeah, you know, technologies take way longer. But like, dude, when smartphones came up, you know how fast they spread. Like, in the beginning, Nokia was like, yeah, you know, this smartphone thing, what Apple does is nobody's gonna want that. 1 year later, everybody had a smartphone. It literally went like that. Like, I'm that generation. I grew up without a phone. I think I got my first phone when I was like 13. But I've seen it coming up, you know, because I grew up as a child in a time where there was no smartphones, but I was there from the beginning when smartphones came up. So I knew that, like, I saw people sleeping in front of the Apple store. You know, nowadays it's not like that anymore, but 10 years ago, new iPhone came out, that was the only thing the world talked about. Nobody cared about anything else. It's also pretty late. I'm the only one out here, almost. I wanted to be in bed by 12. Now it is around 11:30, 11:40. Still have to go home, I have to eat, I have to shower. Laundry is done. But what I'm saying is, you know, you have to be a generalist. You have to be good at, or you have to know something about a lot of things and not be a specialist in one area. Because I feel like, you know, especially with people that go to university, you learn, let's say you study law, you know, you can become a lawyer. But I think when you get a degree as a lawyer, at some point, I mean, you might be replaced by some AI that, you know, like people, I think law school is very like if you study law, it's very theoretical. You have to learn a lot. Well, I haven't studied law, so I don't know from experience, but I know from other people that have studied law that it's a lot of like learning things, you know. And obviously AI can do that much better than people. So at some point somebody's gonna program an AI that knows law really well. Well, I mean, ChatGPT knows law really well, but like ChatGPT can't be a lawyer yet. But it's gonna take 5 or 10 years, and then you're gonna have AI lawyers, I think. And then those people who studied law for 10 years, who went to law school, who did all these practicas and internships and whatever, they're gonna be screwed, because what do? I mean, they have a degree then that's replaced by AI. And as a lawyer, you can't just decide to start working as a plumber or as a whatever, you know, like you're very specialized in one area. And that's something that scares me. And that's why I'm trying to be a little, like, know a little bit about everything. That's also why I started this YouTube, because I want to understand algorithms. Just want to have many different things going on. So if one thing falls away, you know, also with multiple income streams, like I have multiple income streams, and I think that's super important, because I always have the peace of mind that if one of my income streams falls away, for example, when COVID hit, and I used to work in the creative industry, and I lost a lot of money because nobody could work. I wasn't screwed, because I had, like, it got tight at some point, but it wasn't like I was eating spaghetti and rice for a month, you know. And I think that's just something you have to think about. Always have multiple income streams and never specialize in one thing. Because I think, yeah, back in the day, you know, in our parents' generation, maybe it was different. Back then, you know, in America, people told you go to college. I don't really understand the system in America. I think it's very different than in Switzerland, because in Switzerland we don't have college, we don't have high school, we don't have, you know, we have in Switzerland you do an apprenticeship. You can do an apprenticeship after your 9 years of official school, or you can go get a matura, and then you can go to university to get a bachelor's or a master's degree. But I think in the US it's like a different system, but I don't fully understand. Alright guys, I'm back home now. I'm watching some YouTube videos. Yeah. That's it for today's video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'll see you tomorrow.